Hey guys, I'm Caroline and welcome to Beginner's Yoga Sun Salutation A. In this class, we're going to go through the first Sun Salutation or Surya Namaskara A and just break it down in a little bit more detail. We're going to go through it pretty slowly and just kind of amp up the speed as we go along. As you probably know, Sun Salutations are really at the core of a lot of our vinyasa flows, so to get this kind of foundation is really important as you move into building your yoga practice. Sun Salutations are really great for helping us to focus our attention, focus on our breath. They're also great for just building strength and flexibility, which is really what a lot of us come to yoga for in the first place, aside from the mental benefits. So if you have a couple of blocks, go ahead and grab them. I will see you on your mat, and I look forward to practicing with you guys.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and start at the top of our mat. If you have your blocks available, go ahead and place them kind of in front of your feet, just about shoulder width distance apart. We're going to use them once we get down onto our mat to place our hands on. So go ahead and put your toes together, heels slightly apart. We're going to stand here in mountain pose just for a minute, kind of set up our breath. Deep breath in all the way to the top. Holding it at the top, sipping a little bit more in. And a big exhale, kind of restricting at the back of the throat on the exhale. Another deep inhale here. Filling up the chest. And exhale. As you're standing here in mountain pose, go ahead and keep breathing, building up that Ujjayi breath. We're going to work through this posture. Although it seems simple, there's actually a lot of activation going on. So, like I said, toes together, heels slightly apart. We're pulling the toes up slightly and pulling the arch of our feet up. That's called your Pada Bandha, kind of just sucking that energy and making sure that it doesn't leave the body. Moving up the legs, we're squeezing our quads and pulling our kneecaps up. Also engaging, feeling like you kind of have to go to the bathroom and you're squeezing it in so that you don't go. That's called your Mula Bandha. Again, just kind of protecting all of that energy, keeping it in each part of your body. Moving up slightly, we're pulling the navel up and in, the Uddiyana Bandha. Just kind of having that energy flowing around in our core, always protecting our spine. Taking deep breaths up into the chest, relaxing the muscles of the throat, the mouth, the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Turning the palms of the hands to face the front of the mat. Relaxing the muscles of the face. Fun fact for you that the muscles around the eyes are the most overworked in your body. Really focus on relaxing those. Releasing any tension that you're feeling. Take a minute to scan your body. Breathe into that area, and on the exhale, release. Pulling up through the crown of the head as if there's a string attached to your head, pulling you up to the ceiling, elongating your spine. On the next inhale, we're going to go ahead and draw our arms overhead. At the top, taking a slight bend in the back, always sucking that navel into the spine. And on the exhale, we're going to forward fold. Go ahead and bend the knees and keep them bent for now until we open up a little bit and have a little bit more space in our bodies. Now in a forward fold, we're not aiming to get our legs straight. Our point is really to have our back nice and straight, pulling the crown of our head toward the front of the mat or the floor, depending on your angle. If your legs are straight, you want to be pulling the crown of the head toward the floor without hunching the back. We're pulling our ribs to the quad of your leg, which really helps you to keep a nice straight neutral spine. Relaxing the neck here, shake your head back and forth. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands. On the next inhale, we're gonna suck that belly in up to the spine, straightening the legs if you can, or as much as you can, pulling the crown of the head forward and coming onto the fingertips. In this pose, we're really pulling the chin kind of up and back to make sort of a, like if you're trying to make a double chin, super attractive. It really protects your neck and your spine and just make sure it's neutral. Neutral is the name of the game here. On the exhale, we're going to plant the hands on your blocks or on the floor, step back into plank. We're going to hold this for about a minute. Not an easy posture to hold. A lot of people don't like it, but it really helps to build a lot of the strength that you're going to use throughout your yoga practice. So pushing through the balls of our feet, engaging the knees, engaging the quads so that our legs are nice and straight, pushing ourselves forward. We're pulling the navel in and up always, protecting the spine and engaging our core. Pushing all the way through the floor as hard as you can, creating as much space as possible between your chest and the mat. We're pulling the crown of our head forward to the front of the mat, rolling the eyes of our elbows to the front of the mat, pulling our triceps back, pulling our shoulders down away from our ears. Now we're pushing all the way through the palms of our hands, but also all the way into our fingertips, kind of evenly distributing the weight. Really great, you guys. Hold this for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale, shift forward so shoulders come over the fingertips. Exhale slowly down. We're actually going to come all the way down to your stomach. On the inhale, slightly push up into Cobra Pose. Again, we're sucking that navel up into the spine to protect your back, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, and using our back muscles to really pull the crown of our head up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Inhale, we're going to push up to plank. And exhale, down dog. Now in your down dog, it is not important for your legs to be straight. So if your down dog looks more like this, that is absolutely acceptable and still counts. So not important for the heels to touch the floor, but it is our goal to start pushing them down to the floor. If you can straighten those legs, try engaging the quads, pulling those kneecaps up. We're pulling the tailbone up to the ceiling, trying to keep our back as straight as possible, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. So we're not pushing so that our shoulders are up toward our ears, we're pulling them down and away. Eye of the elbow toward the front of the mat, pulling the triceps back. We are pulling, I'm actually going to remove my blocks because for some reason they keep slipping on me. Pulling the navel up toward the spine. And we're pushing through the mat with our entire hand all the way up to that first row of knuckles. So we're not just pushing through the palm of our hand and our wrist area, but all the way into the fingertips. Take a couple deep breaths here. Scan the body and make sure we're relaxing the areas that don't really need to be engaged. The face, the jaw, the neck. On your next inhale, come onto the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, and on the exhale, step forward to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Pulling that belly button in, crown of the head toward the front of the room. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Arms to the sky, slight bend in the back. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do that all again, just a little bit faster this time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Slight bend at the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back to plank. Worth noting, we're going to hold plank here again just for about 30 seconds. If you're floating back from forward fold, make sure you float right into chaturanga, which we will go through just coming up here really quickly. If you're stepping back to this position into plank. But if you're jumping or floating back, you're going right into chaturanga. So take an inhale here, shifting forward over the fingertips. Exhale. We're bringing our arms to a 90-degree angle here. This is chaturanga. Weight is really far to the front of the mat. It's a hard position to hold, a lot of arm strength. On the inhale, upward facing dog. Here we're pushing through the mat with the tops of our feet, engaging the quads, engaging the kneecaps, pulling the navel up and in, pulling our shoulders down away from the ears, opening our chest to the sky. Here again, we can be creating that kind of double chin motion to protect our neck and the cervical part of our spine. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Really great, you guys. And we're going to keep flowing, moving a little bit more quickly here. Up onto the balls of the feet. Inhale, exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift, pulling the navel up and in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms overhead, Urdhva. Slight bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Slight arch. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe we're getting a little bit more space here and can start straightening the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop if you're hopping straight to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, balls of the feet. Exhale, step or hop as quietly as you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Arch the back. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do one more here. Inhale, arms up. Slight arch at the top. Exhale, forward fold. Finding as much space as you can here. If you're going to try to straighten your legs in a forward fold, first have the legs bent, bringing the rib cage to the quads, and then you can extend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale on the toes. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Slight bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, we're going to cactus the arms, pulling the belly button in and bending the legs, looking up at the sky, pulling our heart to the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, same thing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Clasp them together. Again, pulling the heart to the sky, bending the legs, pulling the navel in. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, shake it out a little bit here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten the legs if you can. Here we're gonna heel toe our feet just about hip width distance apart. Go ahead and bend the knees if you can, drawing the rib cage again down to your quads. We're just gonna dangle here for a sec. If you can grab ragdoll pose, just go ahead and grab opposite elbows. Loosen up as much as you can. Release the muscles of the neck, release the shoulders. Just let gravity pull you down into the ground. Focus again on your breath here, slowing down the heart rate. Deep breath in. Exhale. Great, you guys. Heel toe the feet back together. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, come down to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back down to the floor. Go ahead and roll over on your mat. We'll take our Shavasana here. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're not quite ready to rest and want to move on to Surya Namaskara B, please go ahead on to the next video. Otherwise, we're going to just sit here for a few minutes, kind of scanning the body, noticing anywhere where we have tension or tightness, anywhere we're holding any feelings or emotions. Breathing into those areas, and on the exhale, release. When we're in Shavasana, feet are kind of towards the corner of the bottom of the mat. Corners. Feet are turned outward, just naturally letting them fall out to the sides. Kind of tucking your glutes underneath your body, tucking your shoulder blades underneath your body and in, helps us to relax the neck, pulling the crown of the head toward the top of the mat, letting our hands come a comfortable distance from our sides, palms facing up, soaking in all the energy that the world has to offer today. Grateful for the time you're giving yourself on your mat. Deep breath in and soak up all that energy. Exhale out. Deep breath in. All the way up to the crown of your head. Exhale, release every muscle in your face. Go ahead and take your arms overhead. Nice big stretch. Exhale, pull those knees in. Go ahead and turn onto your right side. Push yourself up. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. Like I said, if you're ready to move on to the next video, please go ahead and jump in. Otherwise, I will see you on your mat tomorrow. Namaste.